Hi everybody, my name is Arijana and welcome to my YouTube channel. So I just finished recording this entire video. Well, I thought I was recording my video, but I think while I was adjusting my camera from this side, I stopped it. So my 30 minutes went like, or 20 minutes or whatever that is. It's so sad. It is so sad. Now I have to do it all over again. They say the second time is always better. I don't know if that's true. Maybe that's just my belief. Okay, well, I'm going to present you with my 6th resin art piece I made. I'll get a little closer to show it to you what it looks like. I'm pretty happy with this one. I wanted to work with the white and explore that because I'm getting ready to make something much bigger than this, so I had to have some practice. I really love it. I didn't add anything else in the paints, and all these effects here are just made with the heat gun. So it takes a little bit of patience, but you need to spread the paint around with the heat. And this is why I suggested to get a Wagner heat gun that has more settings to actually give you more power for that, because otherwise it takes a while. So this is still my baby. I really like it. But like I said, I need to get a new one, with more options here. So this is perfect for spreading the paint around and blend it together and kind of create these little effects there. So I'm still playing and trying and practicing here to make something much bigger. And as you can tell, last time I said that I sealed my button here with resin while working on one of my pieces, so that screwed up my next piece after. So this time I just used a rubber glove and covered the handle, and I put this easy tape around so I can replace this as soon as it gets too dirty and I want to have it looking a little bit nicer. So what I've done a little bit different with this this piece here, it's the color, the green one you saw, I actually used the ink for calligraphy. I use this for calligraphy. So this is Liquitex. The color is a scientific name which I cannot pronounce, but it's a kind of green, and in brackets it says blue shade. Anything that's going to turquoise is kind of my thing, so I love it. And I feel that these colors are really appropriate for resin because when you work with pigments, sometimes you get a little bits there that stick to the board, the wood panel, and then you have to remove all these sticky particles that didn't dissolve. So that's a negative side of the pigments. I still like working with them, but I think I will be mixing the inks a little bit more because it's all liquid, so it mixes very, very nicely. And as I've shown you before, but then again, my go-to pigments are Kama pigments, and this is a blue. Then I also use the black. There are different kinds of blacks, so if you go on their website, you can find out what they have. And my white comes in a bag because it's a little bit more in size. Someone else asked me for the wood panels what I use, so actually I'm gonna show you here. So this is the wood pieces, 15 by 17. I cut them at this size for a particular reason, but it's really up to you what you want the cut for. And this is how thick it is. It is a particle board. It works. It's definitely the cheapest option. But now I'm switching to MDF, and So I'm switching to this MDF piece. It's a little bit nicer on the sides. Again, depends what kind of look do you want to have. when it's covered in resin, it doesn't really matter, but the sides you can see that the particle board has a rougher edges and the MDF is a little bit more smooth. It's also thinner. Well, I chose a thinner one. You have different thickness that you can choose. But it's a little bit heavier than particle board. In the end, I still feel like it's going to save on the weight. And I have to check that because I haven't tried it yet. Yeah, so this is a new thing, and I buy this in a hardware store in the city. They don't all have the size that I want. This is a really wanted product, so I recommend checking out in your area, but sometimes you can't get it, or when you find it, cut as many pieces as you want. Store it in your house forever. Because I had to drive all around the city to just find the thickness I wanted, and most stores were out. So, and I buy this at Rona in Canada here. We have Rona, but it's not a store available in the United States. I'm not sure where you can get it over there. So yeah, this is it. I think I will be loving this one. One thing I need help from you guys. And yeah, regardless of which one I'm working with, I haven't figured out yet how to work at the back and hang these ones on the wall. I know there's options to that, and my father was supposed to help me with this, but because he's really good in carpentry and stuff like that, but we really don't see each other very often. If you have any tips, I want the most practical way to hang my pieces, and I just didn't get the time to work around this. I keep working on so many other things, and I haven't really focused since I started resin art since August to actually finish them completely and get them ready to be hung anywhere at any time. So if you have any tips, am I gluing something on? Am I actually putting this thing on before I start painting on them? It's all these little things that I need to figure out, which I didn't get a time. So that can be helpful for me. Same for this one, it's a little bit thinner, of course, so I don't know how that's gonna work out. If I'm drilling inside, is there even space to be drilled? I'm not sure. Sometimes I walk in a hardware store and I feel like a little lost sheep and there's too many things, and I'm like, I haven't walked in here for years, so what do I start with? Where are the hammers? So that's me right now, but I'm willing to learn and get really good at putting all these things together. So that's another thing I find is being an artist, you can't just go home and paint. You need to make the videos, edit the videos, work with all the supplies in a manner that's flowing and you know what you're dealing with and using the right things at the right time. The other thing is the website, and that's another thing I'm struggling right now because I haven't yet spent the time to take professional photos of my art pieces to actually post them there. And all the photos I have, because the resin has this clear top on it, it always has some kind of reflection from the ceiling or on the sides, and I'm struggling with this because I haven't figured out the way to take proper photos with no reflection, and I feel like it's not really nice to put them on there, so I'm kind of waiting. So I have to speak with someone who has a better idea how to do this or who can do this for me, or figure out how I'm gonna do that by myself. So right now, if you go on my website, it's always referring to YouTube. Oh, if you want to see my art pieces, they're all on YouTube, and that's at least one place where they are securely displayed to be seen. Thank you very much for watching my video. You can post all your suggestions below, or you can contact me through my website. I'm really thankful for all your following and all your love and everyone who's been there to watch and learn as well. So thank you for coming, and see you next time. Bye.